Hello folks, welcome to Clickbait Corner! So, everyone wants to make videos that people actually watch and enjoy, but many Let's Players make the same mistakes over and over. Stuff I've done before, we've all done before, but especially you. So here's 5 mistakes to avoid if you want to improve your Let's Play videos. Number 1. The first 10 minutes of your video is the menu screen. Jump into the game as fast as you can, and this is what people are here to see. You might assume everyone loves your oh-so-witty banter, but keep that to the game, and nobody wants to stare at a menu screen as the start game button just sits there flashing away, as if you're mocking them. It follows that you shouldn't put a call to action right at the start of the video, that is, don't badger people into subscribing, liking and commenting and the like, and you people only have a reason to subscribe or like once they've actually seen your video. Number 2. Your audio's terrible. Everyone has a story about a favourite Let's Player who got famous despite having crappy audio. But trust me, that's not going to happen for you. These days, audiences have seen it all, and nobody will stick around for bad, mumbled, echoey narration when there are a million other Let's Players who don't do that. Now this isn't the time for an audio masterclass, but I'll say that you don't need a really professional £1,000 mic. You can get good audio for 50 quid just fine. If your Let's Plays have bad audio at that price, it's not the mic's fault. Research and experiment, and record in a room with a carpet, for the love of God. Number 3. You don't know the controls. Even a blind Let's Play shouldn't have you fanning around trying to find the crouch button for the entire first episode. People aren't here to sit through footage of a settings screen, as it takes 5 minutes for you to find out that the jump button is inexplicably mapped to the right controller stick. I'm subnarrating a particular game there, passive-aggressive fans. If you want to include your blind reaction to the opening cinematic, record that, then as soon as you have control, stop. Give yourself room to be able to edit out you working out the controls. Oh yeah, if there's a tutorial that teaches you them, well, it's your call whether you want it in the video or not. If the tutorial is interesting and intrinsic to the game, maybe keep it in. But sometimes it's pretty much dead weight in the video, and you can probably lop the entire thing out of the final edit. Number 4. Your video is Groundhog Day. Not literally, obviously. I sometimes go into my YouTube analytics to look at the graph of where people stop watching a video of mine. The ones who actually get past the first few seconds, anyway. I often see sudden dips in the middle, and when I go and look what was actually happening in the video, it's usually during a section where there was some kind of repetition, or generally progress had slowed to a crawl. You know what I mean by repetition. You got halfway across the level, died, and then have to do that section again. May as well just edit it out. And when you're actually playing the game, keep at least a few brain cells focused on what you'll want to edit out later, so you do have somewhere to cut. Hang on, you'll think, as you're fighting a boss for the 5th time, I've already shown everything this boss does. Maybe I'll just stop talking, and then start talking again the next time I've got the boss down to low health. You know. Oh sure, there might be times repetition might be entertaining, like a series of increasingly silly deaths at the same point, but if so, keep it tight. Essentially, edit out repetition. You should edit out repetition. Repetition. Repetition! You should edit... You get the idea. And number 5, you're hung up on length. For now. A lot of new Let's Players worry that there's a perfect length for an episode, but I've seen people, having decided to always do exactly 20 minutes or whatever, end up with the episode that either comes to a screeching halt just as stuff is getting going, or where they spend the last 5 minutes worrying out loud that they'll have to wrap up soon, or else. As viewers, we don't want to hear that you want to end the episode. It sounds like you're not interested in playing the game, and it makes us think nothing else interesting is likely to happen, and we may as well just duck out to another video. At best case, they'll jump onto the next video in the series, but don't assume this. Okay, so there's obviously a million other things, and yes, it's subjective. But trust your instincts. If it feels boring, it's probably boring. And don't assume you should do everything a big YouTuber does. What's suitable for a big channel with a dedicated following isn't always suitable for a smaller channel. Anyway, here is a call to action for you to subscribe. Oh, you've already gone. Tip 6. Keep your outro short.